Every investigation begins with a simple question: what really happened? But finding the answer isn't about following hunches, making assumptions, or believing the loudest voice in the room. It's about making decisions based on evidence. In this module, we'll explore the foundations of evidence-based decision-making, the thinking process that allows investigators to move from an initial allegation to a fair, objective, and defensible conclusion. This isn't about collecting evidence, it's about learning how to evaluate it with logic, discipline, and sound judgment. We'll start by looking at the critical difference between evidence, information, assumptions, and allegations. Because not everything you hear or collect deserves the same weight. Then we'll learn how to separate the facts that truly matter from background details that may simply distract us. Next, we'll examine how to judge the strength of evidence. Why is some evidence more persuasive than others? How do you weigh direct evidence against circumstantial evidence? And how do you decide whether the evidence is sufficient to support a finding under the workplace standard of proof? Finally, we'll bring everything together by looking at the reasoning process itself. How experienced investigators transform raw information into well-reasoned findings. You'll learn why good investigators start with an open mind, how they use logical reasoning to evaluate competing explanations, and why every conclusion must be supported by a clear, transparent rationale. By the end of this module, you'll have a practical framework for thinking critically about evidence and making decisions that are objective, defensible, and able to withstand scrutiny.